I heard about this place in Carrollton. Super nice people. I went in and applied for this hoop house. Come out and tell you where you have the right site to put your hoop house.
The Natural Resources Conservation Service High Tunnel Initiative is funded by Environmental Quality Incentives Program, EQIP, but it was created and is still part of USDA Know Your Farmer, Know Your Food strategy. The High Tunnel Initiative is a voluntary program that provides financial and technical assistance to agricultural producers. The goal of the initiative is to assist producers in addressing a resource concern by improving plant and soil quality, reducing nutrient and pesticide inputs, and reducing energy use by providing customers with a local source of fresh produce and an extended growing season. Because the locally grown produce and other specialty crops are usually sold locally, it also helps improve air quality.
Started growing corn, okra, and peas, and I found out that you can grow anything if you maintain it. I don't take it anywhere. People comes to my house and gets groceries. And now I got the hoop house, and I'm gonna build it, and I'm gonna grow different stuff all year round.
High tunnels are constructed of metal bowl frames with at least 6 feet in height and are covered with a minimum 6 mil greenhouse grade UV resistant polyethylene cover. Remember, they are not greenhouses. Unlike greenhouses, they require no energy, relying on natural sunlight to modify the climate inside to create favorable conditions for growing vegetables and other specialty crops. These structures should provide much lower energy costs than traditional greenhouses. Proper installation and management of a high tunnel system is very important. Considerations include site location, orientation, airflow, shading, drainage, soil quality, nutrient management, weeds, and other pest population. When at all possible, the structure should be installed in a north-south direction. It is also important to consider runoff and drainage issues around the site when selecting the location for the high tunnel. Improper installation and management can affect soil and water quality. Soil erosion and crop production goals within and adjacent to the covered area.
For the land, it won't be raining, packing it down. It'll keep them right temperature all the time. When you get your stuff in the ground, the only thing you got to do is make sure it gets the right amount of water, small amount of fertilizer.
The high tunnel system should be a part of an overall conservation plan that includes supporting conservation practices such as roof runoff, critical area planting, crop rotation, nutrient management, and pest management to manage water quality and quantity, as well as other identified resource concerns.
You don't have to worry about the crows, you don't have to worry about the varmints. When you build a hoop house, you got less work really. You still got to water it and you got to keep it up, but you don't have to worry about having a tractor in there all the time to dig it up, plow your stuff, so it's all season. The biggest hoop house you can get, the better you'll be. 30 by 72, just right, because you can work around it, less maintenance. My advice on building a hoop house is read your instructions. Make sure it's square. Then when you start to build a hoop house, you make sure you lay all the stuff out. Lay it all over the ground. And then you check every piece of material and make sure you're going to use the right material at the right place. I did a 4-inch auger, 2 foot of cement, let it set over 12 hours. I think you should drill a hole and put the cement in there. Then you can get it accurate, level, and how the post stands in the ground and straight up. Then when you start putting the rafters in, you don't have any problem. They just go right in there, slick as a button. And you want to put the right kind of lumber and all this stuff around the sides of it to where your plastic won't be damaged. You save a lot of money by putting it up yourself. And then if you're inside this building, it comes a 60-mile-an-hour wind. You want to make sure that every screw and every bolt is tight on this thing. When you're standing your rafters, it takes 3 people to stand a rafter, because 2 to get it up and nothing to give it another shove to where you can put it on the pedestal. Ventilation on this hoop house, what you do, you roll your curtains up of a morning, leave them down at night, roll them up in the morning, let all the fresh air in, and of a night I'll roll them back down. The water system is really important. I'm gonna irrigate with flat surface irrigation migration system. You wanna make sure you have your PVC to have your pressure to where it goes into your irrigation system in your hoop house. This is a polyester, but it's got nylon in it. In other words, it's a stronger base and it withstands more weather.
To receive financial assistance, the high tunnel must be purchased from an NRCS approved manufacturer and installed according to the manufacturer's standards and specifications. For additional information, visit your local USDA-NRCS field office or visit the NRCS website at www.nrcs.usda.gov.